Welcome to our special episode for today, where we will be reviewing the integration of animals with each other in the wild. This wonderful phenomenon shows the biological and social interaction between different species. What happens if the monarch butterfly and the cave beetle merged into one body? Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel to follow more interesting topics. If the monarch butterfly merged with the cave beetle, there would be a significant overlap in physical and behavioral traits resulting from this fusion. This is purely hypothetical, as such a crossbreeding between two species that are so far apart in terms of biological classification is not possible in real nature. However, in this case, we will delve into the scientific imagination of this idea. We will present the ecological life of the animals in addition to the hybrid. First, the monarch butterfly. The monarch butterfly is known for its large and colorful wings, which feature orange and black hues. It has a soft and elongated body compared to the beetle. The monarch butterfly does not have an external shell like beetles. Instead, their bodies are delicate and membranous. The monarch butterfly exhibits certain behaviors like long-distance migration. It follows a specific seasonal route and needs to move between regions to find food sources and reproduce. The monarch butterfly has weak social behaviors, being mostly solitary. The monarch butterfly feeds on flower nectar. It is considered a cosmopolitan species closely associated with specific plant sources. The monarch butterfly reproduces by laying eggs on its host plants, which hatch into caterpillars, then turn into chrysalises before emerging as fully grown butterflies. The monarch butterfly can adapt to seasonal changes and temperature fluctuations during its migration, but cannot withstand harsh environments like deserts or caves. The monarch butterfly is an excellent flyer, thanks to its large wings that allow it to travel long distances during migration. The wings are delicate and covered with intricate color patterns that help with camouflage or attracting mates. The monarch butterfly has strong senses of smell and taste, using its antennae to detect scents and locate food sources. Flower nectar. The monarch butterfly also has highly developed vision, allowing it to see a broader range of colors compared to humans. The monarch butterfly relies on camouflage and coloration techniques to avoid predators. Its orange and black wings mimic the colors of some toxic species, deterring predators from attacking. When threatened, the monarch butterfly may try to escape by flying away, or use its colors to trigger caution behavior in predators. The monarch butterfly tolerates temperature and climate changes during its long migration. However, it cannot adapt to extremely harsh environments like deserts or caves. Butterflies are generally solitary in their behaviors but meet during mating or migration periods. The lifespan of the monarch butterfly depends on its environment, but it usually ranges from several weeks to months, especially during migration. Second, the cave beetle. The cave beetle features a hard shell that protects its body from external influences, making it more resilient. The bodies of cave beetles are often shorter compared to butterflies. Beetles are typically shaded in dark or brown colors and are generally not as colorful or decorated as butterflies. The cave beetle lives in dark and harsh environments such as caves or shaded areas, leading to more solitary behavior compared to the butterfly. The cave beetle often feeds on decomposed organic matter in the dark environment it inhabits, such as decayed plants or even remains of living organisms. The cave beetle reproduces by laying eggs in specific places, often undergoing a larval stage that feeds on decomposed organic matter before growing into adult beetles. The cave beetle withstands dark, humid, and harsh environments. It has a greater ability to live in areas with low light and nutrient levels. Although many beetles have wings, they do not rely mainly on flying. Cave beetles generally do not fly long distances and exhibit slow or irregular movement, adapted to life in dark environments. The cave beetle may rely more on senses such as touch and smell, as vision may not be very useful in its dark habitat. The cave beetle typically has strong antennae for sensing chemicals in its surrounding environment, helping it find food and interact with its surroundings. The cave beetle has a hard shell that helps defend itself from predators. Its ability to close up, move slowly, or hide in crevices or dark environments is a primary defensive mechanism. The cave beetle is well adapted to living in dark and humid environments, often being more resistant to harsh environmental conditions such as high heat or drought. Some types of beetles live in small groups in certain environments but are not considered social animals in the classic sense like ants or bees. Beetles generally live longer than butterflies, with some species living for several months to a year or more. Third, the hybrid. If the monarch butterfly merged with the cave beetle, this hybrid might have a partial shell covering its body, combining the flexibility of the butterfly's body with the protection provided by the beetle's shell. It might have large wings but could be stronger or more rigid than butterfly wings, possibly partially deformed or unable to fly normally due to the combination of two different species. The hybrid would have a partially elongated body but more resistant to stress than the delicate body of the butterfly. Its behavior would be unconventional. It might be able to move between areas to a limited extent, but would likely live in darker environments more than the butterfly due to the beetle's traits. It could exhibit more aggressive behavior than the monarch butterfly, as it might have a protective shell to use for defense. The hybrid might be less capable of long-distance migration like the butterfly due to differences in its usual habitats. The hybrid would likely adapt to be able to use two different food sources. It might be able to consume flower nectar but also benefit from decomposed organic matter. The hybrid could have a more varied diet due to adapting to both the butterflies and beetles' food sources. Reproduction in this hybrid would be very complex. It would likely depend on the genetic characteristics combined between the butterfly and the beetle. There might be difficulty in reproducing the hybrid due to the challenge of merging genetic characteristics from two entirely different species. The hybrid might be better able to adapt to diverse environments, whether dark or requiring movement in brighter environments. It might have some survival ability in harsh environmental conditions more than the butterfly but could face difficulty adapting to temperature changes. The hybrid between the butterfly and the beetle could result in a balance in flight. It might have larger wings than the beetle but not as light or capable of long-distance flight as the butterfly. The hybrid might fly for short periods and limited distances, but its wings could be more rigid or prone to damage due to the mix of structural characteristics from both the butterfly and the beetle. It might not be able to fly freely like the butterfly due to conflicting physical traits. The hybrid might have advanced senses combining the abilities of both the butterfly and the beetle. For example, the sense of smell in the hybrid might be more developed than in the butterfly due to its adaptation to different environments. The hybrid might be more sensitive to surrounding odors and chemicals due to combining the sensory traits of the butterfly and the beetle. Concerning vision, its sight might be less developed compared to the butterfly due to influences from the beetle's adaptation to darkness. The hybrid might be able to adapt to both defensive strategies of the butterfly and the beetle. For example, it could have some camouflage techniques that help it escape or hide, in addition to using a hard shell to protect itself from threats. The hybrid might find it difficult to escape quickly like the monarch butterfly, but could be more resistant to injuries due to the supporting structure of the shell. The hybrid would likely be more adaptable to different environments, whether dark, hot, or humid. It would be able to endure darker environments more than the monarch butterfly but could face difficulty dealing with hot weather or open environments requiring the butterfly's migratory ability. The hybrid might tend to live individually like the monarch butterfly but might be more inclined to live in covered or dark environments like the beetle. It might have isolated behaviors due to inherited beetle traits, with some potential social encounters. The expected lifespan of the hybrid between the butterfly and the beetle would generally be longer than the butterfly's, given the potential ability to adapt to harsher environments. The hybrid between the monarch butterfly and the cave beetle would be a highly complex biological experiment, with many distinctive traits from both the butterfly and the beetle intermingling. The hybrid would combine the butterfly's agility and adaptability with the beetle's resilience and protection, making it a unique organism, but it might face some challenges in environmental adaptation and health issues due to the differing biological traits between the species. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting topics. See you!